This is going to be a video on how to export your document that contains interactive elements. What we have on the screen here is my document, and you can see everything with this pink box outline are interactive boxes. So if I can go ahead and click on one here, and we can see in the top left corner here that it's a text field. Its name is multi1, and etc, etc. Now I want to preserve the order in which all these elements are in according to the layers panel here. Everything is in order exactly how I need it. I can either hit Control and E, or I can go to File, Export. And on the drop down menu Save As Type, we'll choose Adobe PDF Interactive, hit Save, and in this box here what I want to bring your attention to is everything in this vicinity. So firstly, I always like to hit View after exporting, just so the document is opened immediately as soon as it's exported, and that means that I can go ahead and make sure everything is in the correct place, is in order. But in this options dialog box here, we have a couple of options. In particular, these two: create a tagged PDF and use structure for tab order. A tagged PDF will mean that these all have their specific names that InDesign can then catalog. And using structure for tab order means that it will take the layers panel here, and it should, in theory, use the structure of the layers panel for the tab order. So the tab order being when you tab through a document, and I'll show you this now, export. You tab through the document and it will go from one object to the other in the correct order that you have listed them in. So here we are in the PDF, the one I've just created. I will just hit tab, so it's the top one, date, date, month, month, year, and there we go, we have it correct, and everything is now tabbed in its correct order. Super. Now what happens if we exported the document and we didn't check those two boxes in the export dialog box? Well, let's take a look. If we uncheck the tagged PDF, it automatically unchecks the use structure for tab order. So we're just going to go ahead and do that, and we'll export this, and we'll see exactly what happens. Now, because my document is already quite neat, quite ordered, and all the coordinates of the boxes are set as they are, that there shouldn't actually be any conflicts. It may not make a difference. Let's have a look, and we'll tab through. So I'm tabbing through here, and that actually looks fine, but like I say, my document is pretty sound. If you had a document that didn't have a consistent gridding of your interactive form elements, you may run into some troubles there if you didn't have those two checkboxes checked in the export dialog box. Also, the checking these boxes also gives the document some metadata for other external sources to read it, such as if you were to upload a document online and you had an online reader needing this information, this tabbed information that was saved into the document. Now, it may not be able to read that information if those two checkboxes in the export dialog box were not checked. You're always best checking those two little boxes and exporting a document, making sure that your PDF is correctly tagged, and you can't go wrong. So that is correctly exporting your interactive PDF document.